Residents of Miramar are expressing their opposition to a clearing vegetation plan by Luma Energy. The company responsible for Puerto Rico's electrical grid plans to trim trees and vegetation near power lines, preventing outages. But there are concerns over the potential environmental impact. Residents are calling for a public meeting with Luma to discuss the project's implications. Natalia Santeliz dives into the concerns of the community.
Hello, everybody. I'm Natalia Santeliz reporting from Miramar in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This neighborhood is facing a significant challenge: deforestation by Luma, the energy company tasked with providing energy in Puerto Rico and also modernizing the electric infrastructure. Residents here are concerned about the impact this clearing vegetation project is having on the environment. To shed more light on the issue, I spoke with Manuel Baez from Finca Gaia, a local community organization dedicated to educate and preserving natural spaces in Puerto Rico.
So there's a big problem in Puerto Rico right now, especially in the urban areas, because around 40 to 50 years ago, a lot of trees were planted in the urban areas, but a lot of the wrong species of trees. We're talking about eucalyptus, rainbow eucalyptus, that are not native to Puerto Rico and are huge trees. We're talking about mohagenes, caobas, huge trees, Santa Marias, huge trees, úcares, huge trees. They were planted in all these urban spaces, and then maybe later power lines were put on top of them. And now 50, 60 years later, we have humongous trees, beautiful, gorgeous trees on our urban areas that are breaking sidewalks, that are getting entangled in the power lines. This is a problem. Our calling is that nothing has ever been done about this, and there's no plan to do something about it. Trees provide us with a lot of services. Like under the shade of a tree, the temperature can be reduced 5 degrees Celsius. So this is the difference between 100 degrees Fahrenheit and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Trees capture around 60% of rainwater. So in a forest, when it rains, the trees are responsible for absorbing around 60% of the water that falls. And we're talking now in urban areas where we're getting massive floods. I've been watching for the last couple of years, since I've been getting more involved in the industry, that every time a tree is removed in the city, it never gets replaced unless it's done by the community. Luma has this vegetation management plan, and their vegetation management plan involves clear cutting everything under the power lines. What does clear cutting mean? It means removing trees at the base. They go to the sidewalks that have the trees under the power lines, and they'll cut the tree at the base and leave the stump. And this is what I want to bring the attention of our government, of our representatives, and our communities, because we're going to lose a lot of trees.
Mr. Baez is particularly alarmed by the use of chemicals and pesticides that have never been used on the island. The use of these pesticides has raised concerns not only about the environment, but also about the public health, with some fearing that long-term exposure could contribute to serious illness.
They're going to use around 8 types of herbicides like glyphosate, Roundup, and stuff like that to do the maintenance after the clear cut. So as we said in the beginning, we know there's a problem. Luma's solution is to eliminate all the trees near or on the power lines. And we are asking as community, as residents, especially in San Juan, where I'm from, I can talk about San Juan. What is our government, what is the municipality's plan to mitigate this? I also want to add that because I made the video and the community of Miramar got together, they were in shock of what was going on. They put a lot of pressure on the local entities. They sent letters. They went on social media. They spoke out about it. Luma stopped working in Miramar. I was told by community members that they're not supposed to resume work in Miramar until una asamblea comunitaria, where a community meeting is called to discuss the works that are being going on.
The community of Miramar stands united in their call for action to not just clear vegetation, but to also replenish it. They hope that by working together with Luma, a more sustainable solution can be reached. This is Natalia Santaliz reporting from Miramar in San Juan, Puerto Rico.